I'm honestly not sure why I've never seen The Music Man. I love musicals, I love slightly more contemporaneous musicals, and I love Matthew Broderick. This film is pretty incredible. I have to say the musical aspect was a bit more interesting than the narrative, but I really did enjoy watching it. It was released in 2003, directed by Jeff Bleckner, and this is based on the original Broadway musical and also, I believe, the 1962 film. And this is about a con artist who goes by the really brilliant name of Harold Hill. I really like that name. And he goes to this small town trying to convince them to purchase musical instruments from him, pretending that or under the guise that he's going to create a boy band. Not like Boyzone, but, a young boy music band with clarinets and tubas and oboes and whatever. And that's all that really happens. There is obviously more to it. There is a romantic aspect, which I won't go into too much detail about because I don't want to spoil the development of that, as it does take an interesting direction and it does give us some interesting songs. I guess the main point of the narrative is he going to get caught, and will he actually have any character development, or will by the end of it he still be his true swindling self? And I'm not going to ruin any of that, but I will say that I actually really liked the character of Professor Harold Hill. He is, of course, here played by Matthew Broderick, and it's weird to say that I really like the character of a con artist, but he is made to be likeable and lovable, and I think deep down he has a good heart, but whether or not he gets the chance to ever show that, I'm not going to say. Kristin Chenoweth is Marian, and she's absolutely brilliant in this. Somebody else who we really, really thoroughly enjoyed is Winthrop. Played by Cameron Monaghan, and he's a young boy. He's probably about 5 or 6 years old in this, and he's just adorable and has such a sweet voice. Really, really absolutely adorable, and made it into something really sweet. So the narrative, interesting, not the best execution. Had this been a non-musical, had it just been a straight up live action, then it would have been interesting, but not as good as it is with the musical. None of the songs really stuck with me too much. I liked Rock Island. I thought that was a pretty good one. And Piano Lesson, I liked the composition of that one. I liked the kind of sing-songy speaking that then transpired into songs. I think it worked really well. Gary, Indiana is one that I particularly enjoyed, and Wells Fargo Wagon. My knowledge of Wells Fargo is basically from Calamity Jane, Wells and Fargo, Illinois. It's a line from the Deadwood Stage, and that's basically the extent of my knowledge of that. But I really like the song and the street scene, the dancing. In fact, the choreography throughout I thought was beautiful, and the costumes are great as well. The acting's brilliant. Really, it does seem to tick every box. The only box that I think it could have done better in would have been, the narrative and making it a bit more interesting. But it's nothing bad. It's nothing that can't be watched or enjoyed. I did genuinely like it, and I probably will watch it again if I ever get the chance to see it on stage. I'm definitely going to take that opportunity and just hope that somehow, somewhere, Matthew Broderick is in it.